Welcome, students. It's Mrs. Bulow. Today I'm going to walk you through the IXL that we're working on today. Let's double check first that you're signed in over on the right-hand corner. Make sure that you signed in and your name appears up here in the upper right-hand corner. Also, let's check the next feature, which is our activity that we're going to be working on. Today you should be working on PP.1, which is identifying adjectives. Remember, adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns. Before we get going, let's learn with an example. The question says, select the two adjectives. Don't select any articles, a, an, or the. It surprised Tommy to learn that the composer of the brilliant symphony had been deaf. We're looking for two words that are going to describe the nouns in the sentence. So let's refresh our memory about what adjectives are. An adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun or a pronoun. So an example would be the faded brown belt. Both faded and brown describe the belt or modify the belt. Robbie carried several books to the attic. Several is telling us how many books Robbie carried. An adjective can appear before or after the word that it modifies or the word that it describes. So Nell planted the fragile seedlings tenderly. Fragile is describing the noun seedlings that follows the adjective. The seedlings were fragile. So notice here, fragile comes after the noun that it is modifying, which was seedlings. Adjectives that come after the word they describe are usually connected by a linking verb, like to be, to seem, to appear, or to look. So you can look for those as clues. He seemed eager for the mail to arrive. So eager follows the linking verb seemed, and it's describing or modifying how he felt. Let's look back at our question. The question that they gave us was, it surprised Tommy to learn that the composer of the brilliant symphony had been deaf. So, as we're reading through here, we would see that the word brilliant is describing the noun symphony or modifying the word symphony. Let's see if we're correct. The second adjective is brilliant, which modifies the noun symphony. Fantastic. It surprised Tommy to learn that the composer of the brilliant symphony had been deaf. So the word deaf is describing the composer. Let's double check to see if we were correct there. Oh, the first adjective is deaf, which modifies the noun composer. I found them in different order. Either way, we were still correct. Let's try a few. Zane was the last person to board the train, so it took him a long time to find an open seat. They're telling us select three adjectives. Zane was the last person. Ooh, last is modifying the noun person to board the train. So it took him a long time. Long is describing how long it took to find an open seat. Open is describing we're modifying the word seat. Let's see how we did. Fantastic. Let's select three adjectives. The weary traveler stumbled out of the airport dragging two battered suitcases. So, weary is modifying the word traveler or describing the word traveler. Stumbled out of the airport dragging two battered suitcases. So, both the word two and battered is describing or modifying the noun suitcases. Oh, goodness. Fantastic. Let's do one more together. On hot days, Mrs. Suzuki serves us fresh slices of juicy pineapple for dessert. So, hot is going to describe the days. Mrs. Suzuki serves us fresh. Fresh is going to describe the slices. And juicy is describing the pineapple. So, fresh and juicy are both describing the pineapple. Fantastic. Make sure as you're working through this activity, when you finish, you get to a SMART score of at least 85. But if you can press toward 100, do that. We're encouraging you to do that. Also, when you take your screenshot, make sure that you include your name in the upper right-hand corner. We need to be able to see the activity, which should be PP.1, identifying adjectives, and your SMART score. Thank you. Good luck.